You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in losers at right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. On first down, it's Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. And we look now at the Lions offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. The big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 77 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Devon Kennard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you don't have to go there. Single receiver. We got 25 to mark. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
90, walk. Step.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford, throw left side, complete. That's James. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And it's caught here. Amendola. A gain of 6 there on first. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
260, 32. Get the ball.
Stafford looks to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Redskin defense. They get set for this next possession. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing is Stanford. He completes it to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Stanford going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Stafford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Back to throw, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit, shit.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Jones has it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And
I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sheldon Day busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Johnson, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
We'll go 25 to Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. He can. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
We got 3. We got 3.
On first down at Stanford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to force it in there to Amendola. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stanford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, the pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. To throw again on second down. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Scooby Wright drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that